I'm going to start this off with primary blue, titanium white, acrylic underpainting. This is just a Midtone Blue. Put it on with a blender brush, smooth it out with a wash brush, and then that dries in a couple minutes as opposed to putting down an oil underpainting, which takes days to dry. You can have a good solid underpainting Midtone just in 5 minutes. And then now I'll switch to oils and actually do the rest of the painting with oils, but you don't have to do that. I prefer to do oil on acrylic, especially when I think that painting could benefit from an underpainting. And then we already have our mid-tone in, and then now I just mixed phthalo blue and a little bit of ivory black oil paint, and that's the shadow color. So the mid-tone is the underpainting. I'm going to use a little round brush with that shadow color and map out a bunch of little backsides of ripples and waves and stuff like that. Just try to make them interesting. Keep them interlocking, kind of flowing together, and then leave some gaps in between them where that mid-tone underpainting can peek through. And then we'll go in with our highlights here in a little bit, fill those gaps in, smooth everything out, and then that's it. So now this is a highlight color, which is just a phthalo blue oil paint with a little bit of titanium white. Get a real light blue, and then in between all those shadows that you just mapped out, just lay in some highlights. Same type concept, principle, just irregular little horizontal streaks that kind of interlock, and then leave some gaps between them, and that'll usually make a pretty good reflective water surface type effect. Now I'm just blending things together. Like we have our mid-tone coming through that's already set, and then the edges, all I'm doing is just blending out all the edges of shadow and highlight that we just laid in. Like with acrylics or watercolor, you do it all at the same time. Like you put your paint down and then you quick try to blend it out before it dries. But oils are a little different because they don't dry fast, so you have all the time in the world. So it's more about just mapping out your shapes and colors, and then you can go back in with a dry brush or a brush that's like just a little bit moist with Gamsol or mineral spirits, and then you just blend it around. So it's more just you lay your color, then move it, as opposed to doing it all at the same time in a rush. So here I have a liner brush. This is a skinnier brush, and I'm just using an even brighter titanium white Midtone Blue. And just same thing on those highlighted areas that we just blended out. In the middle of all those highlighted areas, and just added an even brighter little streak, trying to interconnect them like a web type design. And then that usually gives that water surface reflecting light type look. And then we'll go back in. I'm just laying the color out right now, and then we'll go back in later on again with a dry filbert brush and move everything around, blend it out, soften it up, and then we'll be good to go. I'm just going to go up before the last layer here. I just want to smooth everything out with a fan brush. You can use any brush you want there, just something with soft bristles. Just kind of smooth everything out. You don't want stiff bristles because it'll move things too much. You just want like a real soft bristled brush, real light. Smooth everything out, and then here we can go in and add one final layer of highlights. I'm going to use a liner brush, crisscross them as much as you can. Try to cover the slopes and the crests and the troughs of all these little ripples. Follow your lighter patterns already, and it will just naturally, in most cases, it'll just naturally happen. If you think about it too much and try to be too precise, it'll look too uniform. It won't look natural. It'll look too human. It'll look, just don't think about it too much and just lay it on. don't worry about blending it out yet. We'll do that after. But you do want to make sure there's more light up in that upper left corner and then more dark in that bottom right. You want a light to dark type thing. So don't be shy with your highlights there in that corner. You want it nice and bright. And then now this is just a dry, soft filbert brush. And we've laid all our highlights, we've laid everything in. Now I'm just going to blend everything out, smooth everything out. This is the beauty of oils, to stay wet for you. Like if this was acrylic, there's no way you could blend this out right now. But you need this final blend right here. Like this is the key. This is why oils are nice sometimes. So just gentle pressure back and forth. Just keep working until all this blends out. And you'll get all these different smooth color transitions. And that's what's going to give you a good water surface effect. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's how you can paint a water surface with oils over acrylics. Good luck on yours. Thanks for watching. Materials are in the description.